I've spent almost 400 hours in Arc Raiders, and while the gameplay is engaging and feels smooth, the endgame progression is actually hurting the game's long-term health. When you first start the game, there's a progression system that's pretty well laid out for you. Stuff like upgrading your stash, upgrading your benches, doing the quest line, building your skill tree, and getting blueprints for your collection. The last thing left to do is the expedition. It happens every 60 days, it's a massive time sink, and most importantly, it wipes everything. All those blueprints you've been hunting for months? Gone. So what do you get for trading in months of progress? 5 skill points for a skill tree that, let's be honest, is incredibly underwhelming. To put it into perspective, that's only about 6.6% better for in-round gameplay per expedition. Does 6.6% really sound better than dozens of hours of work collecting blueprints and weapons for your quest line that currently doesn't change every reset and you need to do again for blueprints? I don't think so. Another small buff you get is an extra 12 spaces in your stash. It's a less than 5% increase. Does a 5% increase feel worth it to you guys? Tell me in the comments if you actually found a way to make that extra space feel meaningful, because I'm just not seeing it. My stash is very important to me, and having to get rid of everything just for a little more stash seems pointless. I'm not going to lie, my stash is almost always full, but a 5% larger stash will help for maybe 3 matches. A few smaller things that don't really affect gameplay are a few cosmetics that are fine. If you have an outfit you already like, it doesn't really matter. You do also get small temporary buffs, including XP buffs, and scrappy buffs, and repair buffs, which are nice, but let's be honest, not worth it, because it's not permanent and doesn't affect all that much. By the way, we just cleared 50 subscribers on the channel. Massive thank you to everyone joining the crew. If you want more content like this, hit the button and help us get to 100. Now, I've played this game pretty much since it released, and have done the first 2 expeditions, but this season, I've decided not to do it. I just can't get myself to do it. If you like the grind, then this system is for you. It still lacks reward, but it's definitely grindy. If you do literally anything else, like trials, PvP, quests, or playing with your friends on a weekend night, that expedition makes no sense. And look, I get that Embark is trying to do something about this issue. They just announced that for the 3rd expedition, they're ditching the massive coin requirement for a damage challenge. I'd say that's a move in the right direction, because grinding for 3 million credits isn't content, it's a chore. But changing the rules just days before the window opens? A lot of us have been hoarding wealth specifically for this, and now that effort feels wasted. It's the right fix, just at the worst possible time. So if you want to make the expedition feel triumphant, here's what I'd change. Make the stash space mean something. 12 slots is a joke. If you want me to delete my entire life's work, give me 32 slots. There's still only a 12% increase with that. It's a reward that's actually changing how the next season will feel. Second, we'll call this the Legacy Blueprint System. It takes about 100 hours to hunt down every blueprint in an expedition cycle. Let us pick our 5 or 10 rarest or favorite blueprints to keep. It rewards the hardcore collectors and lets you keep your favorite items without breaking the game's economy. And anyways, people mule their extra blueprints over using a second account, so why not just integrate it instead of wasting our time? Third, buff the skill tree. If I'm trading in my level 75 raider for 5 points, these points need to feel powerful. Right now, a 6% gameplay change isn't worth a total reset. And finally, we have to take blueprints out of the quest rewards. Forcing us to rerun the same quest line for the 3rd or 4th time just to get back items we already rightfully earned isn't a gameplay loop, it's a treadmill. Or they should be permanent, just like the level reward cosmetics. If I earned it, let me keep it. But look, until these changes happen, I'm choosing to keep my progress and skip the reset this time around. I love this game, and I want it to respect the time we put into it. If you agree with me that the expedition needs a serious overhaul, or if you think I'm totally wrong and the grind is perfect, let's talk about that in the comment section. I'm reading everything. We are so close to hitting 100 subscribers, so if you enjoyed this honest look at the state of the game, hit that button and join the crew. It really helps a small channel like me get noticed. Now, if you've decided to skip the expedition like I have, that means you've still got your gear and your blueprints, so you might as well use them. I've got 2 different loot route guides linked right here on the screen that have helped thousands of raiders like you optimize their runs. Check those out if you want to make the most of the current season. Thanks for watching, stay safe in the Rustbelt, and I'll see you in the next one.